Hello.
Hello, howdy.
I was about to say howdy, but then I said no, no, say hi, and then I was like
You know what howdy is short for?
howdy doody.
How you doing?
Is it really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's how I've always conceptualized it in my brain. Howdy. How do you do?
Or how you doing? Yeah,
Okay, Tribbiani.
yeah,
We are talking about 90s, so
yeah. I did it on purpose.
right. Anyways, you've seen the video title. And
Yep.
if you didn't and you're seeing this on TH11 Plus, you're in for a treat. We're talking Meteor Man.
The Meteor Man.
Yeah. Review Rewind. We don't do a lot of them.
No, we have a list that we that sometimes we'll look and we'll be like, we should do a review rewind,
Yeah.
a
Review Rewind.
rewind, and I want to do all of them.
Yes.
But this one, I feel like we've talked about.
We've
Talked about,
we've hinted
yeah,
at it enough
yeah,
that it's worth talking about
yeah.
and very hard to find.
It's hard to find. What I would describe the Meteor Man as
Yeah.
is for me, this is a movie I saw
Hmm.
on like a Sunday afternoon, and it was on like channel 33 or
Yeah.
42, and you had to watch it with commercials. And my joke on Letterbox is that you spent the commercial breaks trying to get a better signal with the antenna,
Yep. Yep.
and yeah, that's it. That's how I remember seeing it for the first time.
I rented it on
Yeah,
VHS back when those existed. I was probably so the movie came out in 93. I probably
yeah,
watched it in 94, 95. So I was
okay,
9 or 10. And around that time, I was allowed to get my one VHS tape.
yeah,
And of course, I got Meteor Man one time. One time, I got Blank Man.
yep.
A lot of times, I got Ace Ventura or
Um,
Dumb and Dumber.
Bill and Ted was a big one for me.
Bill and Ted,
Yeah,
yeah. But I think we owned that one
yeah,
at that point. But yeah, so if you don't know what the Meteor Man
yeah,
is, this is like a lost bygone relic of the early 90s.
yeah,
Because we were talking yesterday, there's a lot of superhero movies that come out in the 90s. And there are much bigger, high profile ones,
yeah,
Ninja Turtles being the obvious example.
yeah.
But then you also have The Mask, you have the Batman movies. So everyone's trying something. And this is, I think, technically, Meteor Man is the first black superhero movie, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to fact check that after
You
the
can fact
video.
check that.
But it's before Blade,
For Spawn.
before Spawn,
What about Steel?
before Steel,
Yeah.
because Steel and Spawn come out in 97, I
Okay.
believe. Meteor Man is directed and written by Robert Townsend. He plays the main character. He's a substitute teacher
Yeah.
who's a goober. The best way to put it, he's a coward.
Yeah.
He tells one of his kids, run instead of fighting a
Yeah.
bully. You just run, and he still got the kid got a black eye
Yeah.
anyways.
Crazy though too to be a sub that he gives like long term sub
Yeah.
because he's in meetings
Hmm.
and yeah, he's obviously giving advice.
Yeah.
So obviously a sub that
Everyone knows.
that everyone knows.
His best friend's Eddie Griffin.
Yeah.
One day he goes home. I think he gets chased by the local
He's going
gang.
to a show. He's a musician.
Yeah, he's also a musician.
Yeah.
Gets chased by the local gang, the Golden Lords,
Golden Lords.
all black men with blonde dyed
Yeah.
hair. Really cool looking as a kid.
Yeah.
I remember being like, this is awesome. Very highly stylized. Anyways, they
Yeah.
chase him. He goes down an alley. A meteor hits him directly in the chest.
Yeah.
And it's kind of sick
Oh,
for
it's
a PG
gross.
It's PG movie, right?
I think it is a PG movie.
It is disgusting.
Yeah, it looks like Spawn.
Yeah,
For
but
a second.
he goes into his body and
Yeah.
heals him up, and he finds out he has powers.
Yeah.
And that's the whole movie. The bad guys, the Golden Lords, are led by Roy Fagan, who plays Simon. A lot less Simon Says than I remember.
Yeah.
I remember it's probably because I watched Demolition Man around the same time. So it's like, but he is less concerned with the Meteor Man until like the very end of the movie.
Well, because there's more Don Cheadle, who is almost like the second in command of the Golden Lords.
But he gets more screen time.
And what is his name in this? It's Goldilocks.
Goldilocks, yeah. So a lot of the movie is just the Meteor Man figuring out his powers.
Yeah.
And then the Golden Lords being part of a larger mafia syndicate.
Yeah.
You're not running enough drugs in the neighborhood by the man, the powers that be.
But they don't really even say drugs. They're just kind of like, it's,
product or
there's just like the gangs are here.
Yes.
It's very, it does seem like what's so interesting is that he clearly has a lot of ideas, Robert Townsend, and he wants to like put all of my on screen, but really the goal is like, I want to make a family movie.
Yeah.
I want to make a positive, inspiring
that has a
movie,
lesson.
But I also don't want to fill it with like what some would maybe see as like stereotypes and like, it's very much, let's keep it vague, but let's keep it fun. Let's keep it, and he clearly has a ton of ideas that I think kind of get cut in the edit.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the school, he definitely wanted more of the school in there, and he definitely wanted like more of the, I'm sure the idea of like what they're doing to the community was supposed to be in there more in those community meetings, because it does feel like there, or even the idea of like all of the family and friends being in this one building.
Yeah.
It's like there's so many like big ideas that I feel like he has to cut down for time, and probably the studio was like, you got to figure it out.
James Earl Jones has a good bit of rotating wigs.
Because he wants to be young, and his clothes are very
and he's got a lot of record collections, which comes into play later.
Yeah, and see, those are the things I'm talking about. You watch this movie, and when you're younger, you're like, wow, this is fun.
Yeah,
interesting. It feels, not that these are the same, and the Meteor Man is way better than like Double Dragon. It has that feel of like a gang, like a group of like people who are kind of scrappier and trying to figure out like what, how to take the other down.
Yeah.
And so it feels very much like that. But I don't know what I was going to say. Can't remember what I was going to say.
Well, it's...
Oh.
Go ahead.
No. Okay. Oh, but now... I can't remember. I had it for 30 seconds and I lost it.
Well, time ran out.
I know.
You had time on the clock.
Do you think, with this, the powers... Can we talk about the powers?
Liver... Beefy beef.
He got vision. He can see through walls.
Oh, he's also got laser vision later.
He's got laser vision later for only one scene.
One scene.
But anyways, he could see through walls and he could see through clothes.
He can kind of fly.
He can kind of fly. He's got super strength. Yeah. But over the course of the movie, he loses it.
Yeah.
But the coolest one is that he could touch any book and know everything that's in that book, but it only lasts for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, his main, as a kid, I was like, that's his main power, and that's all I remembered from the movie.
Yeah, which should be the main power.
Yes. And then I rewatched the movie, obviously, ahead of this.
And he does it twice?
He does it twice.
Yeah.
But the climactic scene, they have the battle with each other. Simon, the leader of the Golden Lords, and Meteor Man, they have a battle where they're touching all these books. And it's so 90s.
Yeah.
It's so 90s it hurts.
Well, honestly, I think... Oh, I know. The thing I had forgotten that I'd lost the point of is... ties perfectly in this. Is that, like, I think that it feels like he wants to say something about not just superheroes, but like about being inspiring and about what is inspiring about a superhero, or can we take a superhero and we make it his powers, like one of his main powers is he learns.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like that what's the real power? Knowledge. And it's like that's the even with all the community stuff, he's like that he should be learning over time if he's this person at the beginning who's like, just run away.
Yeah.
Just run away. Even him being like them saying, get out of here. We don't want you here. You're ruining our community. And him being okay with that. But this idea that like with the books and then, like that if you really like there's a way to beat things and like here's the way to do it. And so it just seems like a movie where he's like, I've got so many of these great ideas, and he's like, but it's almost like someone told him, is the book power, if that was the only power he had, would that be lame?
I don't know.
So you need some vision, you need some flying, you need some some does not he at one point like have like super breath, like
It's just a lot of
something crazy? Yeah, yeah,
Superman-esque abilities, which they directly call out. To go back to the community is,
yeah,
you know, at first the community is like, well, let's hire this guy,
yeah,
and he's going to stop crime in our neighborhood. But by the end of the movie, they're like, well, he's actually causing more problems.
yeah,
Which, if you've ever watched Luke Cage, that's a
yeah,
major plot point. Is like he's a net good for the community to a point, and then all this violence
yeah,
comes because everyone wants to kill Luke Cage.
yeah.
That it becomes an issue.
Well, and even to the like, there's this great scene where he is. I think something has happened. He's a little bummed about like something that happened, and he goes to this lot that has not been cleaned up.
Yeah.
And he cleans it up and he turns it into a garden.
Yeah.
Like this community garden, and it's such a beautiful scene.
Yeah.
But then it's just such a like little moment.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then there's this fun stuff about like how he has brought one group who have problems with two rivaling is and the police,
and the police
too.
together,
and so and they end up coming back later and helping. And so I think it's like it would have. I think he has laid the groundwork for what does, like, you know, Luke Cage was around a lot longer, but for the Luke Cage show, for something like, you know, he's later in. For all the millennials out there, he's in a Disney Channel original movie that is about a superhero family.
Yeah, he is.
Up and away, and now he is. If you watch The Bear, he's Sydney's dad. I remember, like, I was like, I think is that the guy from me, because he doesn't look that different. Like he's aged, but he's aged well. But he's a big part of that show, and I think like it kind of interestingly like lays some groundwork for like, okay, like the big Marvel shows we have now, the comic book shows that we have now, like, okay, well, like, what are these heroes really doing? Yes, you can stop people from being robbed, and you can stop people from hurting others, but like at the root of it, if you fix these other issues, does that not fix the bigger problem?
Yeah, and the bad guy in the movie points that out. He says you can only save so many people.
Yeah.
Well, fun fact about Marvel is Meteor Man is technically in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because the Marvel Cinematic Universe has dictated that everything that has ever happened in anything Marvel related is within the whole universe. Meteor Man is a Marvel comic book because it has a comic book tie-in.
Yeah.
4 or 5 issues. If you really want to get down to it, he's one of the first MCU movies.
You listening? You listening, Disney?
So bring him back.
Bring him back. Oh, that would be such a fun legacy thing.
Special appearances by Luther Vandross, Sinbad, Naughty by Nature, Cypress Hill, and Big Daddy Kane.
Stay chilly? Peace them out. Chilly.
Robert Townsend is...
Have a good night, folks.
Meteor Man.
Here's the thing, is I feel like this movie gets memory hold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sometimes it feels like Stockholm syndrome. No, that's not what I'm. What's the word?
The Berenstein Bears.
Yeah, you know, like, or did the Warriors of Virtue actually? Was that a real movie I watched when I was a kid?
Yes.
But yes, I did. And but that idea of like, what? No, who does anyone like remember this besides us and like a loyal fan base?
I think the issue is that MGM, now owned by Amazon. Yes, I think they did a 30th anniversary Blu-ray, but it's really, really hard to find it.
And expensive.
Yeah. And this is not on streaming.
You can get it on Prime, but now I'm wondering if like
it's through MGM
if my family has accidentally like bought MGM Plus and now I'm paying for MGM Plus unknowingly.
Yeah, I think that might be what's happening. The one streaming app that no one uses.
Well, I realized a couple of months ago, I was like checking, you know, you check your subscriptions to make sure everything's still aligned, and I'm like, wait, what is Kino Films? And somehow we had subscribed to Prime. That's easy.
Oh, you guys subscribed to the Kino Lorber streaming?
I didn't. And I think it was just like someone accidentally clicked something once, and it could have been like my daughter, it could have been my wife, it could have been me, and you're just like, why are we paying $5 for? What is this? And I'm like, I search it and on Amazon, I'm like, so I probably 100% have like MGM Plus, and I'm not using it the way I should, which is to go watch Bill and Ted.
To go, but anyways, this is our plea.
Yes.
If this video somehow penetrates the zeitgeist, Amazon, we need it. We need Meteor Man on just Amazon Prime. Regularly,
please. And then can you sell it to someone else?
And this is the elephant in the room. We have not talked about it.
Yes.
Bill Cosby is in this movie, but he is like this non-speaking role.
Yeah.
Very not even attached to the main plot till the
Yeah.
very end. You can cut him out of the movie. Doesn't change the plot at all.
I think you may have to like cut around his face, maybe.
Yes, you can show his hands. There's this mysterious figure who has the other part of the meteor. Before we move on and talk about final thoughts, the best part of this movie is when they start voguing.
Oh,
they
so
both
good.
touch a book about modeling, and they start voguing.
And they do it well.
Yeah,
it's fun because the whole mix-up is like he thinks he just grabbed this Bruce Lee book again.
Yeah.
But no, he's actually. It's just I just like that's the scene, not the like the scene with the book truck.
Yeah,
is the one I remember most. Like that's
cool.
the part that I remember being like when someone said, "Oh, have you seen the Meteor Man?" Like that's the stuff I jumped to.
Right.
Like
That, and anytime Simon says Meteor Man, he delivers it with such it's such perfect, like over the top.
Yeah.
Because this is what this movie needs. That's what I love about early '90s comic book movies, The Crow included, is that it's stylized, it's over the top, it's not worried about the plot, because as we've talked about, this movie does so many things that are not important to the plot that even Ninja Turtles is like sometimes they want pizza.
Yeah.
And that's not important to the plot.
Yeah, I think there's a real need now. I think we may see it soon.
Yeah.
Where we've gotten so heavy on these superhero movies that I think there's a way to find a really cool balance.
Yeah.
And still do some fun stuff with like the Ninja Turtles and like the weird, like those weird things. Is what happened was Batman gets so popular.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, we have to get comic books.
Yep.
And then they're like,
they're doing everything.
Oh, and then they're like, well, X-Men's too complicated, or this is too, and so they're like, what's some stuff we can do on the cheap?
Yeah. So you get Dick Tracy the year after Batman.
Yeah. So Dick Tracy, you get this, you get the Mask, you get the Crow,
you get Tank Girl,
yeah. And so you get these really cool movies. You get the Shadow, Darkman, and then Darkman,
Judge Dredd as well.
Yeah. And so you get all these cool vibe movies, and I'm like, let's just bring some of that back, but let it be over the top. That's the bit. Like you can sell a movie now. Like I think about Send Help.
Yeah.
And like it's so over the top.
Yeah.
The characters are so insane.
And some of the stuff that happens in the movie doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
The end of the story.
But like, take that kind of vibe, and Raimi is perfect at that stuff. But like, take that and then, give us these weird heroes. You know.
I just want to shout out a couple other actors that you'll see in this movie.
Crazy.
Tiny Lister's in it. I think one of his first movie roles before Friday.
I also didn't know that he has ties here.
Yeah.
To
Arkansas, yeah. Sinbad's in this in a very funny bit. Luther Vandross is a non-speaking character assassin.
Yeah.
You have Marla Gibbs, Robert Guillaume. I already mentioned James Earl Jones, but you get Chris Tucker. Sean Wallace. You get, I think.
Wallace Shawn, not Sean.
Wallace Shawn. Yeah, you're right. He cameo.
Yep.
But you get Chris Tucker at the mall. You only hear him. You barely see him. But it's a who's who of 90s actors.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. This movie is corny. We will tell you 100%. It is not going to be like, you're not going to watch this movie and be like, this is the best movie I've ever seen. There are issues with the movie.
Yeah.
But it's corny. And if you're a Zoomer out there, Gen Z, and late millennial who wants to know what the early 90s was like, this is a good relic of that time period.
Yeah.
Because if you grew up as a 90s kid and all your experiences like 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, there's a real hard shift at 97.
Yeah.
Partly because just you get Korn, Kid Rock, Limp Bizkit, you get professional wrestling is on the rise. You get a lot of this anti-establishment kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You don't have that in the early 90s. You got Bill Clinton. We can fight all the problems in America that we have. And a lot of the media, Philadelphia, a bunch of other movies, Forrest Gump, really try to tackle, like, we have these systemic issues that we have to fix. And Meteor Man is the lost relic of that time period.
Do you think they were thinking about a scene with Bill since it was in DC?
Oh, maybe.
Like, surely
Yeah.
you have a superhero running around DC, and like
Yeah.
we never cut to a president. Like,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
do.
You think a president would?
The president, like, I need to know more about.
I
this
guess
guy.
I think if this did really well and it got a sequel, maybe the sequel is about the president getting involved.
Yeah, I want him to do something. I want him to do something with it.
Yeah.
I think it's fun. I think you can just like with Wonder Man right now.
Yeah.
Being so unique and different, I think there's a real like if you find the right person, hey, get Robert to do it again.
Yeah.
You know, or to be a part of it.
Well, he still directs to this day TV shows. So
it would just be. I think it'd be really cool, and that's what I have to say about that.
It's just cute. I just love a cute movie that's trying to say something, even if the movie's not good.
Yeah,
because it's still fun. It's still a fun movie.
Fun.
It's got a good soundtrack.
Yeah,
Cypress Hill and Naughty by Nature show up in this thing.
Yeah. Bismarcky, he's like you can hear him and you see him for like seconds. But they all get billed at the top.
Yeah, and it's the only time they overtly refer to drugs because you see just all the cocaine.
That's right.
Yeah.
But no one ever says what it is. It's just like drugs.
As a kid, me and my brothers used to imagine touching a book and then doing the thing. So obviously voguing and kung fu was very pivotal. But sometimes we'd touch one of my comic books and we'd be Spider-Man or we'd be Batman. Cool. Or we'd touch one of the wrestling VHSs we had and we'd just...
Oh, so your power was greater than
it was stronger. We could touch any...
Yours is more closer to Matrix related.
Any piece of media we became it.
Interesting.
So it was a household favorite and I wish there were more movies like Meteor Man.
Next time, we're going to do Rocky and Bullwinkle. No, what if I was just
no. Please don't make me do that.
I'm just going to start like throwing the worst suggestions out there.
Well, if you guys have suggestions, you can always
like Rocky and Bullwinkle.
If there's enough comments of Rocky and Bullwinkle, we will do it, unfortunately.
Do you not want to talk about Jason Alexander,
Robert De Niro,
Rene Russo?
That's about it.
There's Piper Perabo.
That's right.
John Goodman.
Anyways, if you want us to look back at